I'm cooking from the beautiful contemporary kitchen here at Affinity Kitchens in Scottsdale. It's one of the many that will inspire you if you're looking for a new kitchen design or maybe some fabulous ideas to freshen up the kitchen that you already have. Now today I'm sharing a dish that's inspired me to make salmon a whole new way. It's a baked salmon with a special sprinkling of seasoning on top. Then we'll take a red onion, caramelize it, pour that right on top, and we'll serve it all on a bed of greens, and then we're gonna finish it off with some homemade pita chips. Sound good? Let's go. Now I've started with a big red onion sliced real thin. Then you're going to get a hot pan with a little bit of oil and just begin cooking the onions about 15 or 20 minutes until they're nice and soft and they just about turn brown. Now I'm going to add about a tablespoon of brown sugar and about a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. Beautiful. Then we're just going to cook that up real quick until the sugar just melts. That looks great. All right, that's done. We're going to set that aside and make the tzatziki sauce. Now, tzatziki is a classic Greek sauce or dip. It's creamy and refreshing and tangy. It's going to be the perfect dressing for this salad. I'm going to combine 1 cup of Greek-style yogurt. It's nice and thick, and that's exactly what you want. And now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of shallots. I've chopped them pretty fine. You know, shallots are often overlooked at the grocery store because most recipes call for onions or garlic, and shallots are kind of the combination of the two. You know, chefs love cooking with shallots because they don't overpower the flavors of the dish. It's going to be great for the tzatziki. Then I'm going to take some cucumber, and the little Persian cucumbers are fantastic right now, nice and sweet. But I've peeled the cucumber, and the best thing to do is to take a spoon, and I'm just going to take all the seeds, the watery seeds, out of the center of the cucumber. Yep. And then I'm just going to cut them in little 1/4-inch cubes. And now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of fresh squeezed lemon, and I'm using one of my favorite gadgets. This is a real heavy-duty lemon squeezer, and I just can't be without this in the kitchen. It just squeezes every last bit of juice. Nice. I'm using about 3 tablespoons of fresh dill. You can use the dried dill, but the fresh is so fantastic. Just chop that up. And now we're going to add a little salt and a little pepper to taste, and we're going to refrigerate that until we're ready to use it. And now for the main event, the salmon. Now I've preheated the oven to 425. I've drizzled a little olive oil in my shallow pan, and now I'm basting some olive oil over the salmon. Now I'm going to sprinkle some seasoning over the salmon. This is Paul Prudhomme's Seafood Magic, and you can find it in just about any store in the spice aisle or the specialty food section. You can add as much or as little as you want depending on how spicy you want it. So in the oven it goes for about 10 to 15 minutes, just until it's flaky in the middle. By the way, we got this recipe from Janet Pennewell of Scottsdale. It was this very kitchen design that inspired Janet to begin updating her kitchen. And the head designer on the project, Tim Huber here at Affinity.
What makes contemporary contemporary are clean lines, simple details. It's the way you place the elements together so that they work as a composition. When Janet came into the showroom, she was especially taken by the design that I created here at Affinity Kitchens. Probably the biggest thing that she was most attracted to in this kitchen was the backsplash tile. She was drawn to it right away. It's a 12-inch wide by 6-inch high glass tile, and it has a matte finish, so it gives it a really soft look. Probably the most popular convenience feature that has emerged on the market today are features that are soft close. Drawers with soft close, doors with soft close, so that the slamming and the banging are kept to a minimum when you're working in your kitchen. The soft close feature on this door is actually for the closing portion of the door. I'm able to put it up into place, get access to anything inside my wall cabinet, but I don't need to be careful about closing it because I could just drop it and the hardware catches it and puts it right back into place. Well, what I've done here is I've taken 4 wall cabinets and I've placed it on the wall as an element together, wrapped it in a contrasting color, and floated it above an art niche door that could be for books, cookbooks, bowls, that kind of thing. But it just gives you a nice composition of elements within this contemporary kitchen. Most kitchens have a corner, inside corner, just like this. When you open it, you have some shelves inside and usually digging deep back into that corner to get to the items inside. With this particular hardware, it's a pull-out shelf, but it completely comes out of the cabinet, and I'm able to get access to absolutely everything that I'll put into that cabinet without having to dig back into the corner. Nearly everyone here at the showroom just loves this. What we decided to show here at the sink is the new Kohler Karbon faucet. This particular one comes in a deck mount. This one we show here is a wall mount. And you're able to actually put your water anywhere. These spin, twist. You can put it up and down. This is the on and off. So it's just a really great faucet for the kitchen. LED lighting, which is now coming on the market, has virtually no heat. So I'm actually able to bury this inside little spaces like this. I feel like when I design a kitchen like this, I design it so that it is fun to look at. It has elements in it that stimulate your senses, it grabs you, it catches your eye, and it's just fun to be in and just fun to look at. And it's functional too.
All right, while the salmon's cooking, let's plate up the salad. Janet's recipe calls for a delicious spring mix. And let's top it with some sweet cherry or grape tomatoes and some Kalamata olives. The salmon's done. I'm just gonna place it right on top of the greens. Then let's slather some of those sweet caramelized red onions right on top of the salmon. And finally, we'll drizzle our refreshing tzatziki sauce over the salad. And now I'm going to add one final touch, homemade pita chips. Earlier, I took some pita bread and cut it in triangles. Then I put them in a sheet pan and drizzled a little olive oil, then sprinkled some garlic powder on top. Bake them for about 10 minutes to a golden brown. There we go, the final touch to a great dish. I'll bet you're heading out to pick up some salmon, right? Well, the recipe is right here, along with all the information about this beautiful contemporary kitchen and all the others here at Affinity Kitchens in Scottsdale. Come on up and get inspired with some new ideas. And I'll see you next time when we help design your cuisine.